Hello, welcome, welcome. My name is Karina. I work in marketing at Michael's, and I'm so glad you're here with us. And joining for Camp Creatology today, we're going to make the cutest little craft stick octopus. He is super easy to create, super fun. You can personalize him as you'd like. This is a purple one, but I'll talk you through the supplies in a minute. Again, thank you so much for joining. My name is Karina. I work at Michael's in the marketing department. I'll be talking you through all the steps to create this cute little guy. So if we want to switch camera views, I can walk you through the supply list. Awesome. Okay, so this was a super easy craft to create with this Creatology craft case because it has all of the supplies you need in this craft case. So I'll walk you through the specifics. You're going to need one of these sheets. So if you don't have either of them, we can modify. So let's open this up and I'll show you what it looks like. I've already pulled out everything that you'll need, but it has everything nicely placed in its storage compartment. Here is the foam sheets. There's lots of different colors. So if you wanted a different colored octopus, this will make the body of the octopus. So I already had a sheet from the last time I made it. So I have it already pre-cut right there. But essentially grabbing one of these sheets, a whole one, I'll grab that for you as I walk you through how to cut it in half lengthwise. And then you'll need a craft stick, of course. Any size is okay. And then some chenille stems. They have a bunch of colors here, but these are really cool because they have like some texture to them. There's lots of different colors. And then you'll also need glue. This one is in this craft case as well. Some wiggly eyes and some scissors. And that is it. Pretty simple, straightforward. Any questions on the supplies before we start?
Just one question. Is the purple foam, the purple thing foam?
It is, yes.
Or is that paper?
It is foam.
Okay.
The foam is ideal just because what we'll do here is we'll poke the chenille stems through the foam, and that's how they adhere to the body. Any other questions? Okay.
Sorry. Do we need a paint pad?
No, we do not. No paint. This is a mess-free craft, which I like.
And can you use pipe cleaners?
Yes, pipe cleaners is another way we call these chenille stems. That's our technical term at Michael's.
And could we use a glue stick?
I don't think the glue stick will work in this instance. I think you need liquid glue.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to move the craft case aside because I have pulled out everything that I need already. Again, you're going to get one foam sheet and some wiggle eyes. I'm going to put those on the side. That's one of the final steps. Some glue, scissors, pipe cleaners, chenille stems, whatever you'd like to call them, and a craft stick. This is also part of one of the last steps. So one of the first steps is you grab your foam sheet and you cut it in half lengthwise like this. So let's grab our scissors. So sometimes it's helpful to fold it in half so that you can try to score that area. All right, so I have a good visual as to where the middle is. And I just start cutting. Simple enough. There you go. Your octopus can be a little longer if you'd like. I think the idea is this size, which is about 2 inches right here in width, is helpful and the perfect proportion to this craft stick. All right, so next step, if we don't have questions on that part, I'm gonna go into the next step where we're gonna roll the foam sheet into a tube like this. It's gonna overlap like this, okay? And then you're gonna grab a pipe cleaner and you're gonna poke a hole. You're gonna poke a hole in here. Let's see. I'm gonna start. There we go. You can see it poked a hole through it. All right. Now you want it to poke another hole through the other side. So you're gonna thread it through. See, it poked a hole right there. Okay, push it through. All right. Now we can poke another hole. Actually, poke another hole through the other side so you can secure it. So there you go, you see? All right, so now we have finished the threading process. Does anybody need me to go over that again?
Yeah, we have a couple people asking to repeat.
Okay, sure, of course. I'm gonna try to do that with one of the other side that I cut. So this is a perfect size. We're gonna grab a chenille stem and then we're gonna overlap here. And then what I'm going to do actually is I'm gonna poke from the inside. So let me see, that's a better angle. Get your chenille stem. You poke. Oh, that one went through both sides at the same time. Okay. There you go. And then you're gonna trim it off in a little bit, so don't worry about the fact that it's a very long pipe cleaner. So now you're gonna poke this side right here, the one that's closest to the other end. So let's work on that. There we go. Poke, poke. There we go. I see it. I see it popping out. All right. There we go. Okay. So now, like this one's a nicer one. So you can poke from the inside or you can poke from the outside, but it's easier. It looks nicer if you poke it from the inside first, because then you can hide the piece that you're gonna cut. So we're gonna cut off the excess here. That's done. Cut off this one. All right. And then you'll just twist the two pieces that you have in here together to secure them in place. So then this will be the body of your octopus. It makes this two, and this is what the other side looks like. It's flush. You don't see the excess. Now this one that I started with, I did it the other way around. So this is what it might look like if you poked it from the outside in. And this is what it looks like if you poked it from the inside out. So in this instance, you do the same thing. You trim it. First one. And then you just twist the pieces together here. There you go. So you see that little bump that just kind of helps secure it. This is what it looks like when it's flush. And this is what it looks like when you poke it from the outside in. This is what it looks like when you poke it from the inside out. And then you thread it through on the other side. Any questions there before we go to the next step?
We have a couple people asking if you could do it again, just a little slower.
Okay. I have this one from last time, so I'll start. I think this is, yep, it's the same size. So what we're going to do is let me grab one of the excess pieces. So you'll loop it around like a tube. And what we've learned is to make it look nice and flush, we're going to poke the chenille stem from the inside out. So let's see if that's a good angle. Let's poke it. All right, starting to come through. Oh, I see it. There we go. Push, push all the way, about halfway through. Okay. So that you've got to push it. The way you have to hold your chenille stem, you just make sure you grab it a little bit close to the edge so that it provides a little bit of resistance when you're trying to push it through the foam sheet. And that is helpful because then it'll bend. I know that's a little bit tricky and that's probably what you're getting hung up on. And then once you get it through both sides, you'll push it through the top side. See, this is happening to me on this side. The chenille stem is bending and it's not letting me push it through. So let's see if I can find a tool that will help me push it through. Another idea is to use a different chenille stem to poke it. Sometimes when you've already bent it, it's hard to get it to stay nice and straight. So I'm gonna grab an extra one. They usually come in a pack, so you should have an extra one. I'm gonna grab an extra one to push through. Okay, the trick is to not put too much muscle into it. Let it gently go in. All right, I made my hole to make it easy for my red pipe cleaner to push through. We did it. Okay, so was that helpful? I hope that was helpful because I know when I tried this the first time, it was a little bit difficult because my pipe cleaner kept bending and I had to hold it a certain way to get it to push through the foam sheet. So that was a little bit tricky, but I started to get better with the technique. And if you use your tools, your other pipe cleaners you have on hand, that will be super helpful. So then I just twisted the inside again so that it stays put and it looks nice and clean on the outside. And that's another body right there. And I think it'll be good to keep an extra pipe cleaner on hand because we're going to need to do the poking through the foam sheet for the legs. So any questions there before we move to the next, adding the octopus legs?
No, it looks like everybody said that that was a good demonstration.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so let's go forward. Let's just select our legs. So in this craft box that I had, it had enough exactly four chenille stems of this, like with this fuzzy texture on it. They had 4 of them so that I can make this octopus with purple legs. So I don't have any extra purple here. So I'm gonna make a purple body of the octopus with different colored legs. And my son really loves orange. So I'm going to see if I can make orange legs. And we're going to cut these, I believe. Yeah, we're going to cut the 4 in half to make 8 legs. And you can also have rainbow legs. They don't have to be all the same color if you don't want it. Okay, I have 3. Looks like I'm missing 1 orange one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 green and 2 orange. But you could do 1 pink, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 red. Whatever color combination you'd like. You could make them all purple if you'd like. It kind of looks like I almost thought they were like Christmas colors, but this is just kind of like a bright orange. So now we have 4 of these really fun chenille stems pipe cleaners, and we're just gonna fold them in half. Fold them in half and cut them. So we can make our 8. 1, 2. Fold it in half. 3, 4. I like this orange color. It's so fun and bright. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer break. My son is loving it. That's 5, 6. All right, 1 more. Fold it in half. All right, cut it midway. There we go. And there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. Any questions?
What was the size of the foam that you rolled out?
Yeah, let's I know this width is 2 inches, and I have a ruler somewhere. It is
while you're looking at that, I just wanted to say I'm getting a lot of questions about, you know, if I can use shiny pipe cleaners, if I can use feathers. You guys can be as creative as you want. You don't have to do it exactly how it's shown.
Yes, exactly. And you can get really creative during the whole process from start to finish. It is 5.5 inches by 2 inches.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in a similar fashion to what we did with the pipe cleaner to make the body, is we're going to poke the octopus legs through the foam sheet. And I think I'm going to poke from the inside out. You see? And then I'm going to push it through a little bit so that I can loop it back and twist. And then you can style the legs later, but that's what you'll do. You'll repeat. I'm going to alternate colors. So I'm going to do my orange and then a green. So again, you get your pipe cleaner, push it through, poke, push it through far enough so that you can loop it through and then twist. There we go. That's 2. Don't worry, I'm going to do it 6 more times. And I'm going to push it through from the inside. There we go. I don't know why this time it feels like it's a little bit easier, possibly because you're only pushing it through 1 layer of that foam sheet instead of the 2. I think that's where it made it a little more difficult when you're making the body. Okay, now green. Again, pushing from the inside. Poke, there we go. Poke it through, twist it. Next. Here I got 4 legs. Orange is next. This one, I might have to push it through both, but we'll see if we can get away with just pushing it through 1 layer. So I'm hitting trouble with this one. I'm going to try to use that extra pipe cleaner that I have on the side that I haven't already bent to make a hole. Oh, that was easy. See, the more that you bend the pipe cleaner, the harder it is to push it through because it becomes very flexible at that point, and it's hard to poke it through. So I'm sure many of you are going through that little issue there. Okay, we've got 3 more legs to put in there. So again, push through from the inside. Uh-oh, I'm running into that issue again. It's folding over. I'm going to use my other pipe cleaner. That pushed it through pretty easily. Now, I'll just thread it through the hole that I already made. Super easy right there. Okay. Twist. All right, we've got 2 more. So I'm gonna see where, oops, sorry. I hit the camera. I'm gonna see where I have some gaps to place here. Guess I'll do, I think this is a pretty good size section. So I'm going to do orange. There we go. Uh-oh, it's bending. There we go. Poked that through. Twist. Okay. And one little extra space here for the green one. The last one. Uh-oh, it's folding. I'm gonna use my orange pipe cleaner here to push through. Make the hole. There we go. That was pretty easy. All right. Now let's find the hole. There we go. Found it. We made it. That was the last leg. A new twist. And now I'm going to make this the front of his face and arrange his legs like that. Bend them here. So cute, you guys. So cute. Okay, that was step 3. Step 4, you glue the craft stick to the inside of the body and then you glue on the eyes and you let it dry. So these are the last 2 steps. So I'm gonna let you find your glue if you don't have it already next to you and your wiggle eyes. Let's see if I can find 2 matching. That's one. That's 2. Perfect. And they don't have to be the same size. One could be small, one could be big. Make it look silly. I'm going to start with the craft stick, gluing the craft stick. What we're going to do is, before I get the glue, I'm going to show you. We're going to put glue on the glue stick, but we're going to try to place it. I'm going to just point with the stick, see if you can get a good shot of it. I'm going to just glue all right here, right next to where the chenille stem is. So I'm going to find a good spot right there where there's no chenille stem, and I'm going to glue it onto the foam sheet. There we go. I'm looking at the camera. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some glue. And just going to add a generous amount. Then I'm going to place it right on the foam sheet and firmly hold it there. And the good thing about this glue that comes in the craft box is it's a little bit thicker, so it's supposed to dry a little bit quicker as well. Then I'm going to add some glue and then put them on wiggle eyes, and we'll glue those on to the octopus. So one dot. It's pretty sticky. And I would hold it by the foam sheet, by the body of the foam sheet, since the craft stick is not dry yet. Okay, there's one eye. There's a second. One little drop. Ah, we lost an eyeball. There we go. We got it. No, we don't. You know what my son got out of this craft box? He found all the gems and he started decorating this crown that he created. And then he decided to go even further and he bejeweled his monster truck. It was so funny. Seeing him get creative is just amazing. So now we're done. There's my funny looking green and orange legged octopus. And we'll give it probably, I would say like 5 to 10 minutes to let that glue set, but it's looking pretty strong already. But I'd give it at least 5 minutes to set. Any questions?
We did have a couple people asking if you can show how you did the legs one more time.
Yeah, of course. Let me grab a couple extras that I have. Let's do pink and blue. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it in half. We'll get a chance to do it 4 more times for you. All right. So here's the body. You can choose to poke it in from the outside, but I found it easier to do it from the inside. Let's see if we got a good angle right there. Okay. And you push it through. So that, pushing it, and there we go. And all the way. Then you have to loop it over like this and twist. Use your wrist to just twist. There you go. And the pipe cleaner is flexible, so you can, you can fix it later. So even though it might look, messed up, you can always fix the legs. So let's try that again with the pink one. You push. Okay, push. There we go. Push it through. Just poke it. And then loop it. And then twist. Twist. There we go. All right, I'm going to try it 2 more times. Ready? Push. Oh, it folded. Oh, it's folding. Let's try it with our orange pipe cleaner. There we go. That helped. Okay. So now I have the hole. You can kind of see it. There you go. Just thread it through with the blue one. So the hard part is done by the orange pipe cleaner. There we go. There is pink, there's blue. Let's add 1 more pink one. All right, ready? Let's see, we can see it better there. Okay, let's push. Oh, it's folding again. I'm going to use my orange pipe cleaner. There we go. All right. Now, see that hole. All right. It's folding on me. Right. It's folding. I'm trying to straighten it up a little bit. And once it's straight, we find the hole and we try to push it through. There we go. I found the hole. Got it just right. You loop it over and then you twist. My son just came in. You want to say hi, Scotty? All right, there we go. We tried it 4 times there. Any other questions?
We just have one final question, and that is, what are you going to name your octopus?
Oh, what should we name our octopus? Mustache beard octopus. That's Scotty's pick. Yeah, that would be really cute to draw a little mustache on him and a beard. I'll give you a marker and you can do that, okay? Okay. All right, well, if we don't have any more questions, let's see if our glue has dried. I'll show you kind of what it feels like. It feels pretty sturdy. So please, if you had a fun time creating this craft stick octopus, please show me how you made it yours, how you got creative, if you added glitter, if you did anything cool and fun to it. I'd love to see it. Have your parents take a photo of it and share it with the hashtag Make It With Michaels on their social media. We'd love to take a look. I am going to be checking it out because I really want to see who enjoyed making this craft. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Karina with Michaels. Thank you so much. I hope you tune in to more of our Camp Creatology camps.